The games are finally back from WATA and we get to see the results. This unboxing will include the Star Fox game that costs about $500 US, and we got it all cleaned up and it looked great except for this major frickin' indent right on the front of the box. This also includes the 3 games that we smashed open to send back to WATA games. That's the Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3, one of the greatest Dragon Ball Z games ever made, Super Smash Bros. Melee, we took the sticker off, we got it cleaned up, and FIFA International Soccer. Smashed them open, sent them back to WATA games to see if we can get a better grade on them. But wait, there's more. Because I'm addicted to the process, off camera I also did smash open the Kirby Air Ride 9.6A+, this 9.6A++ copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and the other copy of FIFA International Soccer. So we have 6 direct examples in this video of sending games back to WATA, some of them from as far back as 2019, just to see how consistent WATA Games is with the grading. And of course, all we're looking for is upgrades here. We're turning 9.4s into 9.6s and 9.6s into 9.8s. Here's hoping I didn't just waste hundreds of dollars for nothing. So say thank you to every single patron who helps support the channel, as well as the YouTube members. I can't do this without you guys. Hit the like button and let's go ahead and start this unboxing. And we will start with the Star Fox. And like I said, this actually was quite nice. I won it from the eBay auction, and when I was looking at it on the eBay auction, I was hoping like 9.2, 9.4 grade because it looked really good overall. But when I actually got it in and was able to take a close look at it, it was a bit disappointing. Especially after cleaning off the sticker residue, you could see that the box, it looks like someone probably dug at the sticker using their nail. It's one of those things you can never do. You damage the box, you damage the wrap. Super unfortunate. There's a lot of scuffs, scratches all over it, so started off hoping for a 9.2, 9.4, and now I'm just hopeful that it's at least a 9.0A, right? Like, I don't want this to be anything worse than 9.0A. And the actual grade on the Star Fox is... Alright, so I mean, 9.0A on the Star Fox. Like I said, that is absolute minimum required grade here. Like, I'm still not excited. Get this plastic off of here, hey? I'm still not even excited about this. It's still lower than I would really like for my personal collection. 9.0A just isn't that good of a grade, but it's like the minimum required acceptable grade for a lot of collectors. So my all-in price on this is $587 US. So like, that's not cheap, right? That is not, it's not cheap. I was able to find a couple of recent auctions on 8.0A+, a bit of a worse grade, around $450, around $520. So yeah, this 9.0 is worth more money than I paid for it, but not very much more. And yes, if you do it yourself, you buy the raw game, you get it graded yourself, you can do this cheaper than what the actual graded copies sell for, right? You see that in cards, comics. If you grade the stuff yourself, you can get it for cheaper. But there is also just a ton of fun in the process itself. Hunting down the raw sealed copy, getting it cleaned up, sending it for grading, revealing it, having the grade reveal, like this whole process is a lot of fun. And obviously I also do just buy already graded games. It's kind of impossible to grade everything yourself in this hobby. Sometimes buying graded is a much better deal, but I just want to share more thoughts that, like, I just like doing this, right? I love the process. There's a lot of fulfillment in this whole process itself. But there's the Star Fox. Let's hope for some better things to come, which we will go now to the Super Smash Bros. Melee. It should be like this, I think. Let me change the grip so you can see my face. There we go. That's better. Also, my other light broke. Like, I do have, here's my other light right here. I do have another light, but I guess it doesn't work anymore, so we get bad shadows coming in. Yeah, this is life as a content creator. But the Super Smash Bros. Melee almost assuredly should go up in grade here. So the original copy that I purchased a few months ago was a 9.4A, and you can see it has this big sticker on it, and it was originally graded back in 2019, so like that is ancient as far as WATA Games goes. So I took it, smashed it open, got it cleaned up, took the sticker off, cleaned off some general dirt as well. It just hadn't been cleaned back when it was first submitted. Even if the number doesn't bump, I'm hoping it turns into an A+, right? Took off the sticker, cleaned it up, surely that alone is worth a bump. But the new grade on the Super Smash Bros. Melee is... There we go. Look at that. Get this plastic off again. 9.6A+. That's big. Like, that is big. That is... Man. That is great. So there are a couple variables here with this, right? It was graded all the way back in 2019. That is under different ownership. That's under a different head grader. Like, that's back in the Dennis Kahn days, right? He's no longer with WATA Games. There's a different grader. They were bought by a new company. Like, a lot has changed since 2019 versus now 2024. So that's the first variable in general. If you have any familiarity with grading cards, comics, whatever, you know that grading changes over the years. It's the subjective nature of what grading is. And then the other variable being that a sticker was removed, the game was cleaned, all that other stuff. So this game was kind of a perfect candidate to try this with, and I'm just really happy it panned out, right? It cost me like 80 Canadian dollars to do this from Canada, so every one of these that doesn't work out is like 80 bucks in the drain. Let's go now to both copies of FIFA International Soccer. This was 9.4A and 9.4A plus. And like I said, when I smashed the one open, I think I opened up the 9.4A, but when I broke that one open on camera, it just looked super nice. It looked like a game that was never in circulation. No dents, no divots. I think the cover art was a bit misaligned, but in my head I was thinking, oh man, it should go up to a 9.6. All right, so the first copy of FIFA International Soccer here, just gotta make sure I don't see it. I think I have it in a good grip here. The first copy of FIFA International Soccer, this is the, oh, can't see me again. The first copy of FIFA International Soccer. This is the first FIFA game ever released. That's why it has any kind of importance whatsoever. That's why I own multiple copies. It's kind of an important sports title if you care about like history of video games. The grade on the first FIFA is exact same grade on the first copy of FIFA. That's I mean, oh, there goes 80 bucks, right? But yeah, this is disappointing. I don't know how else to put it, right? It's like I'm happy that the consistency is there. This is from 2022, right? So this is almost coming up on 3 years ago. So from 3 years ago, they decided to use the exact same grade. That's a good thing. That's a plus. Yeah, is what it is on this one. So at bare minimum now, we're hoping for 9.4A plus. That would be, you know, the other grade on this copy of FIFA that needs to at least hit. Like, no downgrades, right? We cannot also have a downgrade. Imagine paying $80 to get a worse grade on the game. Can't have that happen. The grade on this copy of FIFA is 9.4A plus. So again, 9.4A plus, 9.4A plus. So both FIFA's got the exact same grade, 9.4A, 9.4A plus. As a little bit of a consolation prize, a little bit of copium, at least I get the new case, right? Like, it went from old case to new case. That cost $25 on its own, so I guess that's a little bit of a consolation prize, but man, damn, you know? This is me thinking about all of the other things I could have purchased instead of burning $160 on those two FIFA games. But of all the games I showed on camera, we still do have the Tenkaichi 3. A super expensive Dragon Ball Z game. Even CIB, I think, is still $170. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out recently. Amazing, too. It's like that new Dragon Ball Z game is everything I wanted like 15 years ago. It's crazy it took so long for us to get it, but I have played it. It's awesome. If you like Tenkaichi 3, like, you will like the brand new game that came out. But on this one, we're actually hoping for the 9.6A plus to become a 9.8A plus. So this is potentially the biggest bump. Like, if this one works out, then everything else doesn't matter. The thing is, with this Tenkaichi 3, I'm not super confident. I'll show you again here what it looked like before I reveal, but there was like a little nick, I think, by his knee or at the bottom of the game here. There were a couple things wrong with it where even I personally don't think this game should get a 9.8. You know what I mean? If I'm being objective, if I'm being honest, this probably isn't a 9.8. But that doesn't mean that I can't hope it is, and it doesn't mean that WATA will agree with me. The actual grade on the Tenkaichi 3 is... yeah, you know, yeah, I'm not shocked by that. The 9.6A plus, it is what it is. It was a 9.6A plus to begin with, and that was graded all the way back July 2020. So again, right, that's 4 years ago. They are giving this the exact same grade, which again, a huge waste of money doing this, but props to WATA Games, I guess. Like, there's consistency there, right? But now we still do have the Kirby Air Ride, 9.6A plus, and like I explained in the unboxing video for the Kirby there. I bought it, what, 1 year ago, maybe 2 years ago? The price sucks, right? I paid too much for it. 9.6A plus, I think I'm into it for like 500 and some US. It's just too much money for Kirby Air Ride. Back when I purchased it, it was kind of market value. The market hasn't done great since then. And I will say, this copy looked better than the Tenkaichi 3. Like, I really didn't believe that one could upgrade. This one, I'm way more like 60-40, 50-50, you know? It could actually upgrade. This one could actually become a 9.8. There's far more hope with this than there was with the Tenkaichi 3, but I mean, I also had a lot of hope with the FIFAs to upgrade, and they didn't do anything, so... Kirby Air Ride, I freaking love it. One of my favorite GameCube games, personal collection. The actual grade on Kirby Air Ride is... Yes! There we go! There we go! Yes! There it is, baby. 9.6 turned into 9.8. Oh my gosh. Let's go, dude. The Kirby Air Ride was originally graded February 2022. We went from overpaying for a good copy to now having one of the nicest copies that exists in the collection. And I know some of you guys are going to be, oh, well, what does the grade matter if you just change the grade and stuff? No. Absolutely not. This is now a 9.8, and you can't take that away from me. But seriously, I'm glad I was able to hit on another one here because, Jesus, man, that other stuff was not good. And what I can say so far through this is like, yeah, WATA games, just like any other grading company, PSA, CGC, comics, trading cards, whatever you're doing, there exists that human subjectivity with grading. Some of you guys who have graded for a while now, you know this. It's just part of the game, right? Like cracking out, resending, resubmitting, cleaning. This is all part of the grading meta. The best thing you can do is learn how to take advantage of it if you are going to be participating in this area. Because there are other people like myself here, who are cracking stuff, cleaning stuff, resubmitting stuff, maxing, right? Your grade maxing all your stuff. And it's a very, very valuable skill if you're going to be in this side of the collectibles. But maybe you forgot, there's also one more game here. 9.6 A++ Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This was originally graded back in August 2022. And again, I'm looking for 9.8 A++ on it. Literally looking for this to become one of the nicest copies of Brawl that exists. And frankly, I don't know why it was a 9.6 to begin with, so fingers crossed. And all of these games here were purchased already graded. So like I said, I do the Star Fox, right? That's the process. There's a lot of fun in that, but I also purchased a ton of already graded stuff. But Super Smash Bros. Brawl, early print copy of the game, mint condition. It's the only reason I'm sending it, right? If I had a later print, if I had a different one, I wouldn't bother. But the actual grade on the Super Smash Bros. Brawl, if this hits, man, again, it just makes up for so much, right? The actual grade on Super Smash Bros. Brawl is... Yes, there we go. There we go, baby. That is huge. Get this plastic off again. Get that out of there. 9.8 A++ on it. It would be nice if this wasn't off center. That 9.8 is fighting for its life, man. It's gonna fall off the graded case, but hey, we take that. We take those. And like I said, man, this is mint. Like, this was so mint when I smashed it out that I felt good about it, right? I felt good about this one, so I'm glad I wasn't let down. So just as a very quick recap here, the Super Smash Bros. Brawl, it was 9.6 A++, turned into 9.8 A++. Kirby Air Ride was a 9.6 A+, turned into 9.8 A+. And Super Smash Bros. Melee was a 9.4 A, turned into a 9.6 A+. But I must have thrown out the, I must have thrown this out. I don't have it anywhere. The Budokai Tenkaichi 3 9.6 A+, remained 9.6 A+, and both of the FIFA games also remained the exact same grade. So 3 of the games did better and 3 of them remained the same. I think the biggest takeaway here is that none of the games actually did worse. And that's huge, right? Like that lowers the risk a lot. But let me know what you think of the results. Overall, I'm not mad. Getting 3 bumps on this stuff, especially turning 9.6s into 9.8s, that is massive. That is huge. So I have no regrets. I'm probably going to try bumping some more stuff, to be honest. Maybe we're just in the regrade meta at this point. But getting stuff sent off for a new case, like if you want to get it out of the old WATA case and put into a new WATA case, that costs 25 US. So for 40, 50 bucks, you can send it off and just retry the grading. Hey, I like gambling as much as the next guy, so I'm just going to go ahead and gamble that. Let me know if you've regraded stuff. Let me know all your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.